looking for blocking. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw at Simmons. Got a man. It's Craver. On the move at the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
With the catch, it's Craver. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 35, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Really good run and gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Talking to their coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Skips away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Throws it with the stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Gets it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Steps away. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
To the air, it's Simmons. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes the play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game. On that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, SMU. Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that one can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he's still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Grab near the marker, it's Craver. At the 35, he's open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Craver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Motion from the back. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover, because you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a miss.
Wants to throw again. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Gets the back moving. On On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under fire. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Flies out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, SMU.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Knight. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Finds his man. It's Wilson. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working. This quarterback right now snippet. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires toward the target. Found the spot in the defense. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking to scramble. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Army toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown Mustang. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. And the returner will be dragged down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Got it in the middle. It's high. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Running into the open space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. looking for a man. It's Simmons. Got his man on the outside. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take the lead in this drive from the start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might give a little game pressure on this drive. Leads it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Knight. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Fires downfield. This time he's done it. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work on their own end. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To throw, it's Simmons. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
To the air on second down. That's caught. It's over. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Rebels are on the move.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first.
Going for the big play. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get a chunk away on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Rebels want to move quickly. Wants to throw on third. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Takes the easy completion. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to throw up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously.
Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's got away. Talk about it. Time to run. Yes, the first down. As they try to finish the deal.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. He caught it! He gets it! Touchdown, SMU!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, put the ball away and count on your defense.
2-point lead. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Back 18. Back 18.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a way to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep your foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Jennings. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Catch in the middle, it's Walton. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That's a go to the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Take